Here's an example in PSPP of the one sample t-test. So let's imagine that we have our data here. We have our two samples, the experimental group and the control group, and we just want to know if this particular group of students is different than the norm in the population. Or it could be if this particular group is different than the average or the mean in the school that they're coming from, or the district that they come from. So if we're doing that, we just need to calculate the mean and the standard deviation of our group of students, of our sample, and we compare it to a mean from the population. So again, we're going to analyze, compare means, and we choose the one sample t-test. We choose the variable that we're going to test, which is the ACT score, and then as the population mean we can input the value that we want. So the average in the ACT score for the United States is 20, so we can type in 20 and hit OK. Now we just ran the one sample t-test. Again, here we see the syntax. We see that the test value is 20, so we're comparing the variables ACT, and the criteria is 95%. So we're comparing the test value of 20 with our sample statistics, which is now the n is 20, our whole group. The overall mean for our whole group is 24.75, and the standard deviation is 5.19. So if we look at the mean of the t-test, right, we see here the test value is 20. So just quickly here, the mean difference is 4.75. So, right, 24.75 minus 20 is 4.75. So we know our sample is actually higher than the average. Now the question is this difference, is this significant? And if we go to the front here, the t-test of 4.09 with the degrees of freedom of 19, right? It's just one group, so it's just 20 minus 1, so 19. This 4.09 with the degrees of freedom of 19 is significant at the 0.00 level. So it's highly significant, right? It's smaller than 0.05. It might even be smaller than it's smaller than 0.01. It might even be smaller than 0.001. And it's probably smaller than 0.001. So the chances that we actually have no difference in the population is very small, right? We're almost certain that there is a difference between our sample and the population.